to get a win over a team like Avon. This is a shot on goal that finds the back of the net for the Warriors as they draw first blood here 1-0. But it's been that type of, coach, adversity the Royals have overcome through the middle of their schedule that you hope, as you mentioned, in a final tune-up game before the postseason propels them to have success once the, I don't want to say real lacrosse starts, but once it's win or go home type ball.
Yeah, Coach Casper is optimistic. I know that they have had some struggles to get some very competitive teams, but she feels that the girls are getting better week to week, and if they continue to gel, they've got a shot to win a game or two in the tournament. Let's hope that we get things kicked off right here in senior night against Warren Central.
Number of seniors, as we go back to the draw up front, and this one is successfully won by the Royals. We'll give shout-outs throughout the evening, but Stephanie Gutierrez, Hannah Morgan, Lucy Gibbs, Jessie Irvin, Allison Vanal, your seniors for the Royals, as they have action on that far side.
Looks like we're going to get a free position shot here. Number 40 for the Royals. That is Camden Timberlake with the free position.
Well, she'll get set up as contact was made on that far side by the Warriors defender. They try to probe around this Warren Central defense for the first time this evening. First real opportunity for the Royals. Operating near side, navigating through traffic is Sissel. Allie, a couple pump fakes on that back end, another whistle.
Not sure what the call is here, but Allie Sissel is going to take it behind the net.
Yeah, we'll give that against the Warriors. The Royals trying to strike right back. Sissel looking for space, trying to find weak side action, and it's in for the goal. Let's wait for official confirmation, but I believe it is a goal for Allie Sissel, number 39 on the season, and the Royals answer right back to even it at a goal apiece.
Allie is the goals leader officially for Roncalli. A grand total of 38 goals for Allie this season. That'll be her 39th.
Mm-hmm.
And she will take the draw.
39 goals on 59 shots. Very impressive for the junior.
She also is a pretty good force on the draw controls with 10 draw controls this year as she steps to the circle.
Well, as we've talked about, particularly against a team like Warren, you want to dictate the tempo by getting these early victories within the draw.
White ball here. Oh, no, that's Warren ball.
Double whistle. Official pointed the wrong way initially, said, my bad. Royals were confused, and now the Warriors take off on that near side. Giving pursuit is Hannah Morgan on the backside behind the net.
Hannah is a soccer star in the fall, and she definitely demonstrates her athleticism on the field here in lacrosse as a defender. Very athletic, very quick. Got good field awareness.
Warren trying their best to find an opening against this Roncalli defense. But to this point, nothing doing. Again, early stages is trying to feel things out against Roncalli's defensive look as Dream Hood has it, the junior. She navigates through traffic but lost it. That shot's going to go high, but the Warriors are there on the chase, so they'll keep it.
Really good defense here by Roncalli, keeping the ball away from the 8-meter.
Addison Marsh in goal for the Royals, a 43% save percentage for her.
Royals get the ball here. I believe the Warren Central attack player stepped over the line. Not sure what that call was, but white ball, Hannah Morgan has the ball. Pass to Addison Marsh, and Addison will set up the clear. Way down the field.
Got to do their best to try to get it out of there. That was another struggle for the Royals at times this year, is having successful clears and leading to instant offense. To this point, they have. Royals work with it near side. Throw it away nearly towards midfield. Now Roncalli's in trouble trying their best to scoop it up and work around it. And it's going to be against Roncalli, and now the Warriors will get it back. Just 5 minutes gone by here in this first half, all even at a goal apiece. Mariah Campos going the length of the field. Correction, make that Hannah Nicholas. Royals give chase.
Again, Royals defense is there to make a shot difficult. This looks like
scrum for that, they'll say it'll belong to Warren Central. A host of Royals and Warriors alike. I take it on the backside. Near that far side, I believe that. That's an attempted shot on the left side. Again, I apologize on that one. The delay is number 20, and I'm sure you're going to say the same thing, unless they're going off of the JV roster. That's not in their varsity book. By the way, the shot is saved successfully, more importantly, by Addison Marsh. Here come the Royals up the far side. It's Hannah Morgan.
From her defensive position, she's going to take it all the way up the field.
Good initial defense up front by the Warriors to slow down Morgan. Pass in front of the net for the Royals is bobbled. That's going to fall right to Warren Central. And action maybe right in the face there of Hannah Morgan. Or is that Allie Sissel?
That's Allie. And that's a yellow card. Number 51 will be taking the sideline here. Can't find her name on the Warren Central roster. This will be a free position shot for Allie.
Make sure Allie's all right, and she is, despite that quick glancing blow upstairs. Now just waits for the all clear from the official. Royals trying to take their first lead in the early goings on senior night. Sissel readies, shot off a bounce. It hit the woodwork, takes a ricochet. Royals hoping to regain possession, and they do. That's Hannah Morgan with it. She'll throw it to the other side of the field.
That's 28 Grace Lux with the ball, and Warren in transition.
Taken away by Justice Galan. Royals in pursuit. Their first to stop was Alex Gorski. But Galan still working through traffic. Lost it, and we'll get a whistle. That might go against Warren Central. Let's see. Nope, it will not. It will go against Roncalli, but it'll be further back for Galan as she tries to set things up after that penalty. Now we'll move her up a bit and reset things. Action near side. Morgan is there in pursuit, as well as a host of other Royals. And that's just going to be lost. Royals thought they had it for a second. That's a fight for the loose ball. Coming away with it was Gorski. Now Roncalli trying to get separation to execute a clear.
That's great defense by senior Jesse Irvin to crash on that shot, making it very difficult for the Warriors to get a clear shot on goal.
We were talking before the match about the speed on this Royals team. It's on display right now by Micaiah Pearson. Doing her best to try to find an angle was Camden Timberlake, but it was shut off by Warren Central. I'm going to go back to the Warriors.
That's a long clear to the middle. Dangerous pass. Allie Sissel is there to intercept.
They had it the whole way. Now she puts on the Jets, looking for a shot angle, but smothered immediately by 4 Warriors. Oh, still able to somehow find an angle to shoot and score.
She was not denied on that offensive drive. Allie Sissel with her second goal of the game.
Goal number 40 on the year for the junior. Nearly made that look easy. 4 different Warriors all around her, able to just contort her body, get around 2 of them. At that point, took the 1-on-2 matchup, able to somehow get the shot off to give the Royals their first lead of the ball game with just under 16 minutes to play. Here in this first half on senior night, they lead the Warriors 2-1. You mentioned, again, like we talked about, Coach, before the match, the ability when you have game-changing speed that opens things up and lets you get going early offensively. That created that first chance for Roncalli. Then obviously the save happened and the poor clearance. You have a player as experienced as Sissel, reads that the whole way. She uses the Jets then at that point, able to create an opportunity, get a good shot on goal, and then get in the net to boot.
Yeah, and that experience leads to some confidence, and you could see that in Allie, that drive. She was not going to be denied, going through 2 defenders.
And that's the type of upperclassmen leadership and the confidence for her that you're going to need, not just tonight, not just in the postseason, but as she develops again in another offseason towards her senior year next year.
This is number 3, Stephanie Gutierrez, another senior on the defense, making it difficult for Warren to clear. They do, however.
Good defense there out front by Liz Roller. Able to force an errant pass. Royals go with the short-angled clear. It's going to be batted a couple of times, then scooped up. And we're off to the races with Hannah Morgan. Left the ball behind, though. Not giving up on the play, and that's going to stay with Roncalli. They'll whistle that against Warren Central.
Smart thinking there by Hannah to continue to kick the ball upfield or scoop the ball upfield with her stick. Very heads-up play from the senior.
Warriors looking to even things back up. Give Roncalli's defense credit, though. At this point, they've made things tough, and what a save. Able to track that the whole way by Addison Marsh. Clearance, though, was unable to be scooped up by the Royals. I believe that was Gutierrez, the first to it. Falls back into Warrior control.
Another save by Addison Marsh and the Royals, and a clear whistle.
And we've kind of talked about that coming into the play of Addison Marsh, and as she's continued as a sophomore to get experience behind the net, you've seen those strides made this year. I mean, given the competition they played, to have a save percentage hovering right around 43-45% on the year speaks volume to the type of growth that she's had as an underclassman.
Especially with the competition that they're playing. The Northside schools are just very skilled, and they've got a lot of tradition in the women's girls lacrosse. And, you know, Roncalli is still a budding program.
Dream Hood finds the back of the net for Warren Central. Evens things up at 2. Able to get an initial step there, as you saw. Penetrate the backside of the Roncalli defense, and then just a quick release on the shot. Ties things up at 2.
Yeah, Coach Maggie Casper is in her second year here, and you can tell the girls in the building, they're carrying themselves with a little bit more confidence, a little bit more grit, and they know what they're up against, being a relatively young program against established foes from the north side. And Maggie's doing a great job coaching these girls up.
Yeah, effectively having to be a part of building this program from the ground up. And we also had touched on this before the broadcast, Coach, that even though it's a very, very young program, you're already seeing athletes at the collegiate level.
Yes. Currently, we have 3 girls playing college lacrosse. Katie Comer at Hanover College as a sophomore, Lucy Hauser at Trine University, and Julia Gorski is at St. Mary's. She is a junior. Julia's younger sister is on field today. She plays defense for the Royals.
And that's really how you hope, particularly on the south side, as you're trying to see this sport grow, as Hood's going to have another shot on goal and able to find the back of the net, is as you see second-generation players, or not even just that, but siblings that then catch on to the game. And as across the board, both Coach Casper and Coach Ablong on the boys' side are trying to develop this sport at a younger level to where maybe one day there's a Reliant club system that's being able to be utilized. There's been steps ahead by the north side, but that doesn't mean it's not valuable experience for these groups as a measuring stick for what they're working towards. And
Roncalli knows how to do it with their athletics for sure. You know, every kid in CYO football dreams of running out of the woods and playing football for Roncalli. The club basketball and the boys and girls that are playing basketball and volleyball year-round with dreams of stepping on the court for Roncalli, that tradition is there, and this is just one more opportunity for more kids to be on the field in a Royal uniform.
Last couple of draws have been taken with ease by the Warriors, and it's led to their instant offense, that and the speed of Dream Hood. As she once again in traffic with a couple hesitation moves, trying to find holes in the Royal defense. We're going to have a penalty, I believe, go against the Royals on that drive attempt.
Yeah, Dream Hood, she has some speed, and she's very good with the ball on the drive. Her dodges are very well orchestrated, and she is getting herself on one-on-one situations in front of the goal. See how she does here on the...
Just a tad late. Marsh Newer was going the whole way, but just a half second late, and that was enough. And it's 4-2 advantage Warriors. They roll on a 3-0 unanswered run to push this lead to 2, their largest of the game.
Those 3 most recent goals come off a draw control, so hopefully Coach is going to get a timeout here, and maybe we can get something reestablished on that draw control.
We'll take a break with him. 11:44 to play in this first half. Warren Central leading your Roncalli Royals on senior night, 4-2. Back in a moment on the Roncalli Media Network.
Hi folks, it's Ben Stallings with Beck Service Center. Automotive breakdowns and routine maintenance never come at a good time. Let us help take the stress out of your automotive repairs. With 10 mechanics and 32 bays, we can get you back up and running with minimal downtime. Quality parts, experienced mechanics, locally owned and operated since 1977. Located at the southeast corner of Madison and Edgewood, we are pretty darn good at fixing cars. Let's go Royals.
Meet Zach. Zach rides everywhere, day and night, rain or shine. At Indiana Members Credit Union, we know Zach. We know he's been saving up for a car. We're here to help Zach and you. Now get pre-approved for auto financing as low as 3.99% APR. Today, it's all about Zach. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters. Rates subject to credit approval and valid on purchase of 2020 or newer vehicles. Learn more at imcu.com.
Welcome back to Bob Tully Field on the campus of Roncalli High School with the coach Scott Hauser. I am Jimmy Cook. Thanks so much for spending part of your Wednesday night with us here on the Roncalli Media Network. I want to remind you while we have a second that we'll still have one regular season broadcast on the Roncalli Media Network. That'll happen next week on the softball diamonds when the girls host Brownsburg. That will be on May 18th, so a week from tomorrow. Girls fresh off a Marion County title. 6th in program history, their first time capturing back-to-back Marion County titles in school history. It just speaks to, like we mentioned, the development that has happened, and that's over a time spanning many years of the softball program and reaching the new heights that they've reached under Coach Lauk's tutelage, under the play of Keegan Rothrock. And you hope, like we mentioned, going back to in its infancy right now, it'd be crazy to get back in a time machine and think about the school's programs all the way back in 1969 as they first started. It basically is that when you're a brand new program like girls lacrosse is here, relatively new, trying to establish yourself, and you have to start somewhere. And at this point, you can see the fruits of the labor from Coach Casper, from Coach Ablong on the girls and boys side, respectively.
Absolutely, and I'm going to give Coach Casper and Coach Ablong some credit because the expectations are so high. 6 years into our football history, we were not that successful. However, at this point in time in Roncalli history, our athletic programs are successful. We've got boys volleyball that is going to contend for a state title this year. Softball likely to contend for a state title. And that expectation is definitely probably weighing on all the coaches and all the programs.
Up the field come the Warriors.
Okay, they can't hear either of us.
Okay. Apologize for technical difficulties. Their Warriors still operating with it directly in front of us.
We're in a lot better shape when we can set up the defense rather than a clear situation, a one-on-one fast break type of situation. I like the Royals here when we can set up the defense, pass off the drive, the ball carrier, maybe force a bad shot, maybe force a shot in traffic.
There are a number of different angles to which a team can attack, but the biggest thing for the Royals defensively, at least with what Warren has done to start every possession in this match, is just take a lap around the net, and it's very easy to get complacent and get lost in your defensive zones or assignment when they do that. You've seen it happen a couple of times already, but this time the Royals able to force a turnover and then give it right back. And then take it right back. Just back and forth. Good defensive stands by both teams fighting for this loose ball. Contact made there on Hannah Morgan. She'll retain that for the Royals.
If the ball's down, my money's on Hannah Morgan to make it happen. Very quick, very athletic. Warren on the run with the ball here. Looks like number 12, Kennedy Owens, going to take it up the field.
Royals still trying to hold defensively. Had a great opportunity right in front of us just a few moments ago, but we're unable to find success. That time, however, another penalty against the Warriors, but a wasted opportunity by Roncalli. They give it right back, unable to take care of it on the far sideline. For Roncalli, though, a lot of this standpoint has been just trying to stay disciplined defensively. A couple of good spins and turns there by the Warriors, and a good save right out front by Addison Marsh. Read that the whole way, and her clearance is true as Roncalli now an opportunity for a counterattack of their own as Hannah Morgan hits the Jets. Up ahead in space on that far side.
There's a shot, and the chase goes to Roncalli.
Good effort there by the Royals to stay with that. Was Allison Vinol's shot attempt, one of the seniors honored tonight. Royals with it in front of the net. And again, contact upstairs. Sissel looked at the official, wanted a call there, did not get it. Shot was off the mark because of that. Royals gave chase, though, and will keep it.
It's a great hustle by Natalie Nava, twice in a row here. Natalie will take the ball. She's at the elbow.
Trying to find an opportunity. But again, good defense there by the Warriors. They reset things back to Morgan. Penalty out again this time, I believe, on Warren Central.
This looks to be an indirect. Hannah Morgan's going to have to pass the ball before she shoots here.
Morgan lob in front of the net. Looking for Sissel, finds her. Just could not gather it. Too many defenders there. We have a whistle. That'll go against the Royals.
Perhaps a crease violation there on Roncalli. Warren to set up the clear.
We tried this last time, Coach. It was a high arcing cross just like that, and the Royals just plucked it out of the air. That time not as a fortuitous bounce for Roncalli, but plenty of white jerseys in the area to create that opportunity. First to it there is Camden Timberlake. And it'll go with Roncalli. Call that one against Warren Central.
Warren has been awfully risky on those clears from goal. Roncalli has to put one in the net here.
Ava Souther's not given enough space there. Just under 6 to play here in this first half. Warriors lead at 4-2. Sissel trying to probe around and find space. Another whistle by the official. Says my fault. I think he's trying to make sure the alignment was in order there for Warren Central.
Looked like he was trying to count for an offsides there, perhaps.
A little push in the back there as Hannah Morgan
is
thrown to the turf. It'll stay here with Roncalli. The Royals just trying to find one before halftime. Still very much alive. Even if they can't, they've been giving themselves opportunities. But like you mentioned, Coach, just be nice to see one more group in the back of the net. Again, all over on that far side. Officials not tolerating any of that from Warren Central. But Morgan still can't find a clean angle.
Warren Central is doing a really good job of shutting down the cutters. It looks like Allie Sissel was there ready to move to a offensive position, but they shut her down.
That time again, it was Sissel on the drive. Shot attempt by Vinol. Plucked out of the air and saved cleanly. Here come the Warriors up the other side. Through traffic. Shot is wide. Royals will try to win this chase. Warren's got to beat that out, and it will be successfully done so by Marsh, who was first there.
That was great hustle.
Didn't give up on the play.
Great hustle by Addie there. Royals on the clear. Lucy Gibbs with the ball. Senior defender.
Again, you got to play with the way the officials are allowing the game to be played, but definitely being the aggressors, definitely being more physical to this point is Warren Central, whether it's fighting for it on the defensive end, trying to create an offensive opportunity, or whether it's right in their own zone. That shot goes over the net. Warriors are right there, though, for the easy chase, and they'll keep it with 3:23 to go in this first half. But you can't, if you're Roncalli, can't allow the Warriors to bully you to a pulp. So far, they've done a good job of managing that. Again, still just a 2-goal hole they're in. Pass right in front is scooped out of the air, taken by Gibbs. Just unable to scoop that time was Quinlan. But Roncalli able to clear it out and move forward.
This looks like Ava Southers with the ball with the clear and setting up the – ooh, Allie Sissel open for the quick stick shot. It looks like Roncalli will have a free position.
That would be big just from a offensive standpoint.
But no, this is Allie with the ball behind the net.
We've seen Sissel create plenty of times this year. I was looking for one more from her to bring them just a goal down. Timberlake. Pass far right side. Unable to find Vinal. And the Warriors are there. Inside of 2 minutes. But Sissel staying with it. Gotta give Allie credit. Not letting that offensive opportunity fully go by the wayside. Now here's Galan for the Warriors. Royals trying to stop ball right out of the gate. Good pressure there by Southers. Trying to force them far side. Well, at this point, we talked about goal-scoring opportunities. Inside of 90 seconds, if you're Roncalli, your best case here, you just want to hold the line. Go to the dressing room only down 2.
I really don't think Roncalli has been outplayed at any aspect. Handling those fast breaks from Dream Hood, number 2 on Warren Central. If you get those two things cleared up, this is a very even matchup. There were a couple quick stick opportunities for the Royals on offense. If we connect on those, maybe a goal or two will help us out certainly.
Big moment here. Marsh looking for a save to keep this at just a 2-goal deficit. And she does. Great work. Possession still alive, though, for the Warriors, at least for the moment. Roncalli trying to regain possession and clear it out of here. They'll stay with Warren Central. They'll whistle that against the Royals. Just under a minute in this first half. Royals had a 2-1 lead and saw it evaporate with 3 straight goals from a talented Warren Central side. Nicholas. 30 seconds to play in the half. Once again, taking it out wide and just trying to probe and find an opening.
Roncalli defense very good at passing off the ball carrier.
They're staying locked in, constant communication. And that's just coughed away. Royals now, if you could really pull on the Jets, going to be asking a lot, but you'll take the win on defense either way.
It's 44, Kaylin Quinlan with the ball. Looking to pass up the field, Stephanie Gutierrez.
She'll pass it away to end the half, but still, if you're Roncalli, you'll take only being down 2 goals here on senior night. Warren Central in front 4-2 as we go to the break. And as always, we'll stay for a second to reset the scene, look at adjustments for that second half before we go to a quick stoppage. But, Coach, for the Royals, you mentioned it. I don't think there's a matter of them fully being outplayed, but what you can't let happen is frustration setting in from the way that the Warriors are kind of bullying you and pushing you around a little bit. You haven't let that be shown on the score, but you're not getting the whistle every time with that. They're definitely letting the Warriors play and be the aggressor at times.
And if anything, maybe it's affecting the pass and catch on the offensive in the attack zone where it just we've been amiss. We've seen a couple opportunities to get a pass into a cutter, and it's just bobbled. And then the ensuing turnover puts us on the defensive. So cleaning up those passes and catches on the attack zone certainly going to help us.
One other thing I want to touch on before we go to break, how much of it is those draws that have been, you could argue, split in the early going, but then the second half of that first half, you will, really dominated by Warren Central. How much of those initial draw wins by Dub C have affected the Roncalli offense to a point that Allie Sissel comes out of the gate really hot, 2 goals straight away, the only 2 for Roncalli. Felt like her opportunities were limited in the second portion of that first half.
Agreed, because Warren Central's goals came off those draw controls. And draw controls in transition. I can't remember exactly, but I don't think Warren has set up an offensive play where they've been able to pass to a cutter and shoot the ball into the net. Everything has been come off of one-on-ones. Their goals have come off of draw controls and sprinting down the field.
It's the coach, Scott Hauser. I am Jimmy Cook. We're going to take a quick break. We'll step away for 3 minutes. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second half. It's senior night here for your Royals. They trail 4-2, but very much alive in this one as they seek out win number 5 on the season and end the regular season on a high note. Second half in about 3 minutes on the Roncalli Media Network.
Sports fans, it's Mark Maloney with JC Bank. Whether tailgating or listening to the game at home, JC Bank invites you to BYOB. Be your own branch. Got a laptop with Wi-Fi or a smartphone? Well, BYOB 24/7 with JC Bank's online and mobile banking options. Hey, you can even apply for a mortgage online with JC Bank. And remember, we're happy to serve you at one of our local JC Bank offices too. And we'll be opening soon in Greenwood. Get in the game at jcbank.com/BYOB. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When looking for reliable HVAC professionals, look no further than Ane & Bartram Heating and Cooling. Whether you need a routine maintenance check or an emergency repair on a heating or cooling unit, Ane & Bartram are available to handle all of your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs. Ane & Bartram strive to be the best, so call them today at 317-889-9574. They even have 24/7 emergency service. Call them today, Ane & Bartram, 317-889-9574.
Marian University wants to know, what are you made of? At Marian University, our students are made of character and faith. Our students are service-minded and want to make a difference in the world. Our students possess the skills and intellect required of leaders. Come to Marian University, Indy's premier Catholic university, and let us help you find out what you're made of. You can apply for free today at marian.edu.
Never lose your drive to deliver. Today's logistics marketplace is an ever-changing landscape where you can make your mark through dedication and passion. At Spot, these characteristics, along with drive and teamwork, form the basis for a rewarding, fast-paced career. Take it from our Roncalli co-founder and our dynamic group of Royals alumni. They've never lost the entrepreneurial spirit that provides the foundation for our continued success. There's never been a time like this, and there has never been a partner like Spot. We're relentless, we are experts, we are accomplished, and like you, we will never lose our drive to deliver. Come find your spot at spotinc.com/careers. Go Royals! While others focus on simply facilitating a transaction, Century 21 agents like Sarah Lux believe in the value of delivering extraordinary experiences by defying mediocrity and always giving you 121%. Find your new home or sell your current home with the best. Contact Sarah Lux at 502-6253 or online at listwithlux.com. That's Sarah Lux at listwithlux.com. Listwithlux.com.
Back here at Bob Tully Field on the campus of Roncalli High School. Along with the coach, Scott Hauser, I am Jimmy Cook. It's senior night. Happy senior night to not just the entire 2023 class, but the entirety of the girls lacrosse team led by Stephanie Gutierrez, Hannah Morgan, Lucy Gibbs, Jessie Irvin, Allison Vanol. Always appreciate the journey of each and every student athlete, and in general for them, it'll set in the emotions of it for senior night during the ceremonies like we saw before the match, and then of course at the end of this it helps knowing, coach, that you still have potentially a match or two left under your belts, but you'll never forget your senior year and you'll never forget the memories that they've made. But on top of that, you want to end on a win. You'd like to, ideally, is be able to close it with a bang, and the Royals still very much have the opportunity to do that, down only just 2 as we head to the second half.
Yeah, I think halftime adjustments are going to see the Royals put something together on offense, put the ball in the net, and move forward. You know, Coach Casper has done a pretty good job in her transition period as the head coach of developing some chemistry among the girls. And that is evident. You can see them talking to each other in the hallways in school. You can, obviously they've had some struggles with a losing record, but I don't think that means that they are losing, in this season. This is not a waste by any stretch of the imagination. These girls play hard. And they're getting better, and I do think they realize that.
Well, one area you want to see things start to turn for the Royals is on those opening draws. The Warriors, once again, able to take advantage of one. But again, Roncalli's defense has been disciplined, despite just trying to probe around and circle the net, trying to lull the Royals to sleep and find cutters and driving angles. Roncalli has stayed true. That shot goes wide. The Warriors give chase, but that's been one of the biggest reasons Roncalli's been able to hold this at a 2-goal deficit, Coach, has been their ability to not get complacent and stay locked in. You mentioned the switching in general on the ball carrier as they rotate around the zone.
And you can hear the defense communicating from where we're at in the booth. They are communicating on defense, letting each other know when they're passing off a defender, when the cutters are happening, and that's good defense, good communication.
Warriors still with it. Around the top of the net on that far side. 2 of their goals put together by Dream Hood, leading the way for both teams, matching Allie Sissel's 2 goals. In Sissel's case, gives her 40 on the season. As that whistle went against the Royals.
Not sure what that call was.
It'll give space to Warren Central as they once again go far side to near side, trying to find an angle. Pass in front of the net, blocked away and falls right into the basket of Addison Marsh. I'll take a Royal bounce on the clear initially, but wasn't able to be grabbed out of the air at first and led to the Royal turnover. Warriors will give it right back.
Hannah Morgan with the ball ultimately and driving upfield.
She's got numbers as Sissel on that far side. But Morgan had it poked away. Still trying to scoop it up. She does. Went low with the shot, but a good save by the Warriors. Good idea there by Morgan to try to do it all in one motion. Just could not find the back of the net. Victoria Wilson with the save.
Very good save, and I'm holding my breath on every clear with these goalies chucking the ball down the field. This has been pretty exciting and a source of turnovers for both teams. What a save.
Gibbs very quick. Correction, make that Marsh, I beg your pardon. Very quick with the net. Able to bat that away, but the Royals trying to find an angle for clearance. And they give it right back. Wrong goal running there was Galan. She was sprinting up and down the field in that first half and nearly took off the wrong way. We'll get a whistle by the near side official. It'll keep action down here.
I'm not seeing a clear signal from the referees. It looks like they're huddling here to decide what the call was.
And nor am I. No clear indication on it. Now they'll throw it in, so.
This looks to be a free position shot.
Yep. And a big thing from Marsh.
Great stop.
With a save. Royals still haven't cleanly come up with it, though. Warriors will get another opportunity, and that one is through. Hannah Nicholas with the goal. Her first of the match, and the Warriors extend their lead to 5-2. There's not much else you could have asked for there out of Addison Marsh, Coach. She made that initial stop, and the Royals just unable to gain possession to get clearance. Falls right back to the Warriors, and they get them the second time.
That was an outstanding assist from number 51. I don't have her name on the roster here, but very good look into the Warren Central cutter and a quick stick shot there.
Makes it 4 unanswered goals for Warren Central since Roncalli took that 2-1 lead in the early to mid stages of that first half. But again, with the pace And the speed on this Roncalli offense, this is still within a margin where you can rally back. But it's got to start, even with just small baby steps, winning a draw and creating an offensive opportunity.
I don't know. By my count here, we have an offside situation on Warren Central.
Sissel able to gather that after the draw. Trying to find an angle to get Roncalli back into this on the right side. She has their only 2 goals. Goals 39 and 40 for her on the season for the junior. But the Warriors made a good job in terms of their adjustments of really smothering her and not giving a ton of space for the junior to attack. Sissel spinning, turning, shooting off the bounce and scoring.
Very good shot.
Her 3rd of the night, number 41 on the year. And in the blink of an eye, Roncalli right back into this. They end that 4-0 run by the Warriors and are back within 2. It's still a Warren Central lead, 5-3, with just under 21 minutes left in this second half.
Allie is going to be tough to stop when she's on a one-on-one or even a two-on-one situation. She's just that kind of physical presence on offense.
And it goes back to what we talked about before the match, Coach. It started right away from winning that draw and being able to let I know it's different to use this term at the high school level, but yes, let one of your stars create. They let Sissel be the driver that entire time, as they've done throughout this season. She's able to make something happen.
Let's turn one of these great defensive stands into a transition and a goal.
You'd love to be able to see response on the counterattack, something we have not seen a ton of from Roncalli tonight. As good as their defense has been, it's been good enough to get the saves. It hasn't been strong enough to get out in transition, like you mentioned. And that can go a long way to trying to get back into this match. That last shot took a tough bounce, but the Warriors gave chase. That shot was wide, but again, they have enough of their spacing to easily win that chase and get possession back. And that goes back to our original point about staying disciplined and not falling asleep within possessions after you see shot on goal after shot on goal. There's a nice stop right out in front by Marsh, and the clearance to boot, able to get it to Vinal.
That's probably a little bit better clear now, clearing to the sideline rather than trying to clear up the middle. It's similar to, say, a basketball outlet pass. Usually that goes to the sideline.
They're going to force feed Sissel. Engel's cut out, though.
Good look to Vinal there.
She
stopped.
Back her way and find space. And, again, something that we didn't see a ton of in that first half. There were a handful of them, assuming this is on Warren Central, was not allowing the Warriors to body up. You saw a lot of that in the first half. It went uncalled. That time, officials call that penalty against Warren Central. And Vinal get an opportunity here. Wilson in the net. The senior. Vinal shoots, just blocked.
Ground ball picked up by Roncalli, and we're going back on offense.
Pearson had it and then lost it. And it's gathered up on a nice clear by Warren Central, but the pass was clean. You thought for a second the Royals might be out of the woods on a ricochet, but instead the Warriors are off to the races.
Let's stop this fast break by Warren Central. This is where we lost 3 goals in the first half. We're good and set up on defense now.
There's a shot on that far side. That's good for the Warriors to pump their lead back up to 3. So they respond to the Allie Sissel goal to make it 6-3 Warren Central. So approaching 7 minutes gone by in this second half. Well, that's the biggest need and difference maker to this point, Coach, is being able to have not just consecutive stops, but what you were asking for a couple moments ago is consecutive stops that are able to let you get out in your attack instantly out of the gate get Warren Central going backwards on their heels. There haven't been enough of those opportunities so far tonight for Roncalli. Which in turn obviously is making you ask more of Allie Sissel, and the junior's up to the challenge, but need to be able to set her up for success some way or another, or she can create like that, win a draw, and go full speed ahead. Sissel far side. That's going to go against Warren Central. Flag was out.
Allie will have to pass this one off before she shoots.
Sissel looking for space. That went off the woodwork. And another whistle, this time from the back judge. I believe that one's going to go against Roncalli. Well, maybe not. Everybody's staying on this end.
Having a bit tougher time picking up the signals from this refereeing crew. Allie Sissel looks to the free position here.
Sissel.
What a shot.
Easy as pie.
That was a rocket.
Fourth goal for Allie Sissel, 42nd on the year, and once again the Royals able to answer back. Within 2, they stand for the second time now this half. It's 6-4. Warren Central still leads. Sissel's doing her part to this point, and give credit to this Roncalli defense, led by the likes at times of Allison Vinall. Lucy Gibbs has been there making plays as well. But you need to be able to dig a little bit deeper, Hannah Morgan also, and try to take pressure off of Addison Marsh in goal and open things up for yourself offensively. You jumpstart that, of course, by winning these draws. We just saw that again, another goal by Allie Sissel that started that way. But adding that counterattack, if you can even put together 1 or 2 of those opportunities here in the final 16, really gives you a chance to extend this matchup.
Yeah, turning that shot block and transition into an offensive shot on goal for Roncalli is huge in establishing a little momentum.
Sissel trying to pluck it out of the air again. That time it took a Warren Central bounce initially, and they're able to come away with it. Hannah Nicholas with it. Nicholas crosses midfield. Sissel giving chase as the Roncalli defense gets in position. Just looking for one stop. So important to not get complacent in these situations. The Warriors try to circle the nets. Almost like shark circling. You can't fall asleep with it.
I think what's helping Roncalli on defense is the way the X position is playing. You'll notice that there's 2 girls at the goal line extended, and they're waiting. And as a Warren Central girl tries to crease roll, they're picking her up right there and then passing her off to another defender up top. They're not too aggressive going after the chase, so they're giving that up. But I do think that's helping them crowd the defense a little bit and force Warren to bad shots and, 2-on-1 situations.
It's a wild shot near side. It was so far to the other side of the field. The Royals, I beg your pardon, were able to get the proper jump and win the chase. Another golden opportunity for Roncalli as they seek to get it upfield and try to create on the counterattack, but that one just behind, and the Warriors will take it right back.
Yes, Roncalli needed that transition there. That would have been an opportunity to get another shot on goal.
That shot was deep. But the Warriors knew they had help on the backside on the chase, and they will retain it.
That's Lucy Gibbs playing one of those X positions. She's patient.
Hood unable to scoop that up.
Micaiah Pearson on the transition.
This is where we talk about that speed, needing to convert these transition opportunities. Good job for her so far. Lost it late, but a whistle briefly against Warren Central.
That scrappy freshman, she's taking things into her own hands.
Able to find Sissel. Bounce shot. Took a ricochet. Goalie could not find it. Vinall to it now. Another whistle against Warren Central. But all that started, to your point, by the freshman Pearson. And those are the type of transition attacking opportunities we were talking about. And also the awareness as well on the field for Pearson to know where Sissel was to make that pass. Set it up for her. That pass is deflected. Warriors unable to scoop it. Rolls out of play, and Roncalli will have it. Pass near side to Vinall. Able to scoop it and corral it. Now just trying to bully her way through to get separation. Instant speed with Pearson. Look at her go through traffic. That shot went upstairs. But the Royals win the chase and get another opportunity at it.
Makea has found a little spark here for Roncalli. That's great. Maybe it takes some pressure off of Allie Sissel. Maybe that allows Allie Sissel to make a cut rather than drive with the ball solo.
Royals just struggling this time to find true penetration. Give to Pearson. Again, there was a flag out. I believe that's once again going to go against the Warriors.
Every second we spend on the offensive attack is certainly better for us, giving us opportunity to score one.
And at a minimum, you're giving the backside of your defense an opportunity to rest and recuperate. Shot right into the basket of Wilson. She read it the whole way, but that clear, again, is one of those high-arcing, risky clears. The Royals are able to get first to it. And now we're off to the races. Hannah Morgan trying to find an opening and trying to find Sissel right in front of the net. She'll deviate and regroup on the backside. Try to find a cutting attacker. Morgan through traffic, lost it. Royals get it right back, though. Vinall backside, looking for a cut. Nothing there. Shot angle, no. There's 4 defenders around her. Space in front of the net. And the Royals give it right back.
The Warren defense has been swarming and physical. Certainly physical in the first half and swarming here on defense in the second half. Warren in transition now after the dropped ball.
A lack of respect almost at times there by Warren, swarming to whoever the ball carrier is, not worrying whatsoever about those other Royals cutters outside of Sissel.
Timeout, Warren.
We will take one with them. 11:31 to play in this match on senior night. The Royals hanging around thanks to 4 goals from Allie Sissel, trying to rally back. They trail by 2. It's Warren Central 6, Roncalli 4 on the Roncalli Media Network.
While others focus on simply facilitating a transaction, Century 21 agents like Sarah Lux believe in the value of delivering extraordinary experiences by defying mediocrity and always giving you 121%. Find your new home or sell your current home with the best. Contact Sarah Lux at 502-6253 or online at listwithlux.com. That's Sarah Lux at listwithlux.com. Listwithlux.com.
A proud supporter of Roncalli High School, Indy Teledata provides IT solutions for businesses and organizations in Central Indiana. For over 10 years, Steve Battiato and his team of professionals have provided comprehensive computing support, business telephone solutions, network infrastructure, and productivity suite integration. For a free evaluation of your technology needs, give Steve and his team a call at 317-231-5547 or visit us at indyteledata.com.
Welcome back to Bob Tully Field on the campus of Roncalli High School with the coach Scott Hauser. I am Jimmy Cook. 11:31 to play here on senior night for girls lacrosse. Warren Central on top 6-4. Well, we have a second one to remind you upcoming athletic events on the Roncalli schedule. Tomorrow, boys golf, senior night at Smock against Franklin Central. It's a 3:45 start time. Girls tennis as well in the Marion County tournament. Then on Friday, baseball at Carmel, 6 o'clock, first pitch there. Boys lacrosse at Brebeuf, 7:30. For the weekend, boys golf at the Franklin Invite at the Legend Golf Course, 9 a.m. start time there. Boys lacrosse versus Carroll. Unified track action, Southside Marion County invited Southport at 10 a.m. And boys volleyball, the sectional, those times still to be determined. Go to athletics.roncalli.org for more information as well. If you're looking for something for your kids to do this summer, no better way to stay active and be involved in the Roncalli community than to participate in Roncalli sports summer camps. For information and registration, go to athletics.roncalli.org/summer-sports-camps. Nothing like spending a little bit of summertime action, particularly if you're just looking for something to do, stay active in that regard as a young student, and no better place than the campus of Roncalli.
All of the high school coaches will be out building their relationships with the young CYO players this summer on the field in those summer camps. And then those little campers, I know they have a great time watching their heroes, their Friday night, Saturday night heroes.
There was a shot that went in the net, but it was waved off. Whistle happened first, but it'll still be a free attacking opportunity for Warren Central. I believe that's Dream Hood about to take it. Saved. Well done that time by Addison Marsh. But again, the Royals, this is where a goal got them earlier in this half, unable to clear it after the great save and the great goalie work there by Gibbs. By Marsh, I beg your pardon. Marsh awaiting in the net, keeping her eyes forward. That shot is high, and we'll get a whistle.
Yeah, that's Gibbs and senior Jesse Irvin and Micaiah Pearson in there on defense, keeping Warren Central's attack at bay.
You mentioned Irvin as well as Gibbs, and while we're there, give a shout-out to the other seniors as well. Allison Vinal making her contributions felt tonight throughout her tenure here, and Stephanie Gutierrez as well to round out the Roncalli senior class with Hannah Morgan. The only name we did not mention there. Congrats to all those ladies on strong athletic careers as well as their work in the classroom while members of the Roncalli family of students. Royals tried to clear that ahead, but it was batted away. Like a near volleyball spike. And the Warriors retain it, trying to add to this lead with 10:25 to play. Roncalli looking for a stop and hoping to turn into transition opportunity. Another whistle against the Royals.
That was a solid defensive pickup by Alex Gorski. I think she did commit the foul, but prevented Warren Central from a free shot. 1-on-none.
Marsh staying true in the net. The shot goes low. She's able to save it. But I think that one might go against Roncalli as well. Well, let's see. No, correction. That could go on Warren Central. It will be on Warren Central.
Okay, that was a dangerous shot. That stick came over the shoulder and over the head from the Warren Central player. She's going to serve
Coach,
a yellow
you
card
correct
penalty.
me on this, too. That's the second yellow card penalty as well that she's had.
On number 51?
I believe so.
If that's the case, she will be done for the game, and her replacement will have I don't know if that's a releasable foul at a goal, or she's going to have to serve the entire 2 minutes.
I could be wrong on that, but I know there was an earlier yellow that we had seen that was given against the Warriors.
We will find out.
Well, either way, the Royals get a stop they were looking for, and now the show in terms of speed, that is the freshman, Micaiah Pearson, is on full display once again for Roncalli. She's been an instant contributor to help create angles for the offense. Sissel through traffic, shot saved. Royals first to it, though. Second shot just kind of lobbed up there, and Wilson plucked it out of the air.
Great opportunity for Roncalli, as Micaiah Pearson probably drew the defense of 4 Warriors, allowing 2 decent shots on goal from Allie Sissel and that looked like Olivia Bodrick on that rebound. Looks like Roncalli will retain the ball
here. Yeah,
here.
there was a whistle after that shot, and you're right, Coach. Roncalli going to get a third bite at the apple as Vinal has it far side behind the net. Looking for cutting. Finds Sissel. She lost it upstairs. Again, looked like she might have gotten hit in the head. That was a failed clear attempt by Wilson. It fell out of her net completely.
Allie Vinal is pestering the Warren Central goalie here, forcing a wild errant throw. Roncalli's there to receive.
We've seen so many of those already tonight, but this time it's won by Hood. Sissel just could not get it.
We better D her up. She is explosive.
Yeah, she's matched that speed of Pearson in terms of the Warriors' attack by comparison. Trying to bully her way through traffic. And that whistle, I think that might go against Warren Central. Yep.
Great job slowing her down. Hannah Morgan now in transition.
She's showing off her speed. Trying to open things up for Roncalli offensively. And way too much contact there. That whistle will go against the Royals, but they'll let them play on with it. Pass right there to Sissel. Went with almost a one-timer there, but could not scoop it in her net. It's going to go back to Warren Central.
I like the aggressiveness by Roncalli on those shots. We're certainly getting a lot more shots on goal in this second part of the second half. We need to keep doing that.
The officials once again had a whistle after that shot. Now they might have a conference or a conversation here. So they're going to trot all the way over to the Warren Central bench. I think it is whether or not the release has been clarified yet for the penalized Warriors. That's what they're looking at, is the clock and when the foul was given initially on that yellow, to if the Warriors can be back level in terms of their players out there. Coach Gary Roberts not happy with the initial explanation, and we'll have another chat in this luncheon. Again, the discussion that's going on is just based on the amount of time from when that foul occurred to if the release is allowed in terms of that penalty time expiring for Warren Central. And we're not privy to the entire conversation from our vantage point, but whatever it was not satisfactory the first time for Coach Roberts.
Yeah, this one's going to end up going Roncalli's way, and we will be playing a man up in this next segment.
And really a golden opportunity here for the Royals. Officials still ironing out a couple details. Either way, I believe that possession is still with Warren Central after that last save. Doesn't fully benefit Roncalli from an attacking standpoint. That's what happened. Okay, so we were right. I'm proud of us. The 51 again, who I apologize if there's Warren Central viewers. Coach Roberts and company don't have the proper numbers on the roster sheet. That is what it is. But it was 2 yellows on 51 for Warren Central. She is out of the game. You heard that clarification there. But the Warriors still waiting for a release point. And Roncalli is going to have possession of it, though. They nearly give it away there on the near side. After all of that, we're back in play. And the Royals just trying their best to scoop that up. And they lose it. Lose it on that far side, so a missed opportunity by the Royals. With 7.5 to play, still down 2. They're not out of time yet, but had a great chance to take advantage and make this a 1-goal game.
The physical play of Warren Central.
Really starting to add up.
Yeah, certainly on that turnover.
It's been a focal point of this entire match. Dream Hood with it. She's been a problem tonight. Shot is off the mark. But a whistle will keep it on this end. Either way, it likely would have stayed on this end with the chase being won by Warren Central.
Every whistle at this point eats at the clock for Roncalli, and that is not good for the Royals.
No.
We need to get as much time. The Roncalli Royals need to get as much time with the ball on the attack zone as possible.
Realistically, you might have 2, maybe 3 more good attack opportunities. That entire conversation changes if this shot goes in for the Warriors and it does find the back of the net. So now you're really in trouble if you're Roncalli. Again, not to say, like has been the word they've used throughout this stretch, the energy's there, the effort's there, the fight is there, but really an uphill battle to try to climb out of here on senior night with 6:27 to go in this second half. 3-point lead advantage, make it 7-4 for the Warriors.
This draw becomes critical for Allie and the squad.
You're asking a ton out of these Royals. It's almost mistake-free lacrosse and dominating every one of these draws from here on out. That's assuming a draw, a score, a draw, a score, and a draw and another score to try to end this game. But we've seen Sissel be victorious in most of her draws tonight. Able to scoop it right out of the air and then head towards the net. Just like that. First part of that recipe is good. And now Sissel trots ahead, trying to find an angle. Allie had contact made with her, and that's why the flag went up. Royals looking to operate quick.
Allie once again taking the game into her own hands. Driving, shooting.
It's been the story all season. It's been the story tonight, but that's a nice save out front by Victoria Wilson. Royals able to fight for it and keep it back. Sissel making plays all over the place.
She has found another gear here late in the second half. I think she knows the gravity of the situation that we need. The Royals need 3 quick goals. This call is going to go Roncalli's way.
It looked like just undercutting the feet there of Olivia.
She will have
the freshman, yep.
She will have the free position shot.
Royals got to convert this with 5:18 to go. Unable to get the proper velocity on it, and a good read there by Wilson. The clearance will go either way, take a ride into the Roncalli zone. If you're the Royals, you want to win this, but it takes more time off the clock.
Lucy Gibbs with the ball.
Still unable to possess it until Gibbs did so. And then a whistle. Give it to Roncalli. Gibbs trying to get it out to a speedster and finds Sissel. 4:45 to go. Royals down by 3 and contact made upstairs to Sissel by Hood. She's up and okay. But it slows everything down for Roncalli, everything but the clock. That continues to tick away. Sissel trying to find some space. And again, they're going to call that against Warren Central. Sissel with the continuation to go through it. Finds Vinal. And that'll go against Roncalli. Vinal trying to create an extra opportunity. Might have affected where that clear went. But again, it's the Warriors first to it, and that'll go against the Royals. With 3:45 to go here on senior night, and a 3-goal lead for Warren Central.
And Warren is not slowing down at all. Their game has not slowed. Their pace hasn't slowed.
Good save right in front of the net by Addie Marsh. But you're right, Coach. They've continued it. That time that was affected and partially blocked. Marsh back in the net, able to just potentially get something on that. Either way, the chase won by the Warriors. But, yeah, I mean, this is, as you would expect, as full throttle as any team on Roncalli's schedule. The Warriors going to make you work through both halves.
With 3 minutes to go, the Royals will have to generate a turnover here.
Far side official with the whistle there.
Roncalli offsides. Clock is still running.
And now it's really desperation time for the Royals. Good job to get a stick on that on the far side by Sissel, but again, it stays with Warren Central. And the Warriors, again, even though they're still attacking, in no hurry unless a clear opportunity arrives for them. Pass in front of the net. Partially blocked. Good work there out in front by the Royal defense. Among them was Lucy Gibbs, one of our seniors tonight. Royals will get it back with 2 minutes to go, down 3. We're approaching the territory of where you'd like to just see one more go in the net, even if it is in a losing effort.
Warren defending the clear here. Pass up to Stephanie Gutierrez. Ball down.
Right back in the hands of Pearson. Just hits the break so quick. Pearson finds Sissel. Bounce shot, no. The Royals on the chase. They'll keep it. Inside of 90 seconds here on senior night. That pass went errant. Warriors trying to scoop it and take it for themselves. But give Roncalli credit, not giving up on this possession.
No look pass from Stephanie Gutierrez.
Worked out. Or almost did. Able to somehow find Vinal over there. But the Warriors take it right back. 1 minute to go here from Bob Tully Field. Warriors move it ahead. Royals try to get back defensively. Hannah Nicholas navigating through traffic. Good stand there defensively by the Royals. Giving chase was Kaylin Quinlan. Got a whistle by the far side official. I'll stop the clock with 29 seconds to go. It'll stay with the Warriors these final 25 seconds, and it sounded like before that whistle you could hear Gary Roberts just say, hold the ball. Nothing more to be gained on Warren Central's side of the ledger. And that'll pretty much put a bow on this one. Well, you got to give credit to the Royals. Across the board, they held a lead at one point in time tonight. And a 2-1 advantage before the Warriors came alive offensively. But 4 goals from Allie Sissel gave the Royals hope throughout. But again, you measure yourself against programs like this. You hope it's able to give you a level for where you're at and where you still need to go. The word that we continue to use, though, throughout that losing streak and in the wins this season, Coach, has been no quitting this team. The effort's there. The speed is there. They know the areas they continue to need to improve on. And for this senior class, even if it's not the senior night ending you wanted, when you look back at what they've been able to do this season and being very much one of these still infancy groups, these first couple of classes of girls lacrosse, really setting the foundation and the standard for what Coach Casper's trying to build.
Yeah, it was a solid game, solid effort. It's good to see the girls play hard and competitive in a team that I believe is in their sectional, against a team that is in their sectional. And competitiveness is what you want to see. And they weren't giving up. There was no lack of fight from the Royal ladies here at the end of the second half, even being down 3 goals with 3 minutes to go. There are some competitors on the field, and I love to see that from these ladies.
Well, Coach, thank you very much for hanging with us tonight. Very, very good to have you in the booth.
Jimmy, thank you for the opportunity.
Of course. Appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. It's the coach, Scott Hauser. I am Jimmy Cook. I want to remind you while we have a second, our next broadcast will be next Thursday. It'll be our last softball broadcast of the year. That'll be around a Oh, yeah, actually, that first pitch start time will likely be a 7 o'clock first pitch, I believe. I'll double-check that for you while we still have you with us. Correction, that'll be a 6 o'clock first pitch. We'll have the coach Pat Crosley alongside. Not going to want to miss that one here on the Roncalli Media Network when the Royals take on Noblesville. The executive directors of the Roncalli Media Network, Therese Carson and Aaron Hummel. Video operations director, A.J. Ablong. My broadcast partner tonight, the great coach, Scott Hauser. Always good to have him along for the ride. Also want to thank the entire student media crew at the Roncalli Media Network for getting us our shots throughout the evening. And for all of our staff and crew, I'm Jimmy Cook. And our final in this one, Warren Central defeats the Royals on senior night. They win it 7-4. And until we talk to you next Thursday night from the softball diamonds, so long, everybody.